Chapter 57. Liang. Chu Chen and Tree Man looked at the line in front of them blankly. That kid wants to sing. Let him sing then just. What does it matter if he can open the door or not? Just let him try. What the two don't know is that the crowd won't let Gu Chen sing, not because they won't give him a try, but because they are worried that after they try, the crowd won't have the chance to go in anymore. Master, let me sing. I'm suffocating, Gu Chen anxiously said. No singing. Gu Hai's face flushed. If we give you the chance to sing, we'll be blacklisted forever by the Love Flower grandmother. Why? Gu Chen said, anxiously. Long Wanqing, Flowing Year's master, and Mu Chunfeng were also bitter at the moment. Already told you that your song is hard to listen to. But you selectively don't believe it, so how can you explain it? Because I also have a song that I need you to play. Gu Hai spoke up with no choice. Gu Chen was instantly in no hurry. So master also has a tune. You said it earlier, you're the master. How can I not steal it from you? If your tune doesn't work, you're not allowed to stop me then. Gu Chen nodded at once. Long Wanqing and the others let out a long breath. This scourge had finally stopped making a scene. Not far away, Chu Chen and Tree Man looked at Gu Hai blankly. What kind of person was this? Arguing with his own subordinates about singing. This was the water rudder master of the One Piece Hall. This tune, it's called Liang. I'll instill it into you with my mind, Gu Hai said in a deep voice. As when Yun Mo manipulated Gu Chen, Gu Hai put one hand on top of Gu Chen's shoulder and transmitted in his mind the Liang that he had heard when he was young to Gu Chen through his intention. Gu Chen was a celestial level zither, extremely sensitive to music, and the sound of the zither was mixed in with the intention. Perhaps others could not sense it, but Gu Chen instantly sensed it. After an instant stick, Gu Chen knew all of them as well. Gu Hai slowly let go of his hand. How was it? Long Wanqing said expectantly. Sloppy. It's a bit worse than my little radish. It's barely audible. Gu Chen shook his head and said. Long Wanqing. Gu Hai had a dark face. All right, cut the crap. Hurry up. Heh, don't know what to say. Chu Chen sneered on the side. What unknowingly, Gu Hai frowned as he looked towards Chu Chen. You guys think that a random song can open this thorn great formation? HMPH. Then this thorn's grand formation is too much of a joke. Right, Love Flower grandmother's excuse for blocking King Liang would be broken by a random tune that you guys grabbed. I heard that a large number of zither masters from King Liang's residence came to play music, but none of them were able to open the thorn formation. With you, a master and a servant, you're still competing for a song. Joke. Chu Chen laughed coldly. Gu Chen's eyes glared, as if he wanted to retort. All right, don't bullshit with him. Play your song. Gu Hai looked towards Gu Chen and said. HMPH. Gu Chen let out a cold snort. Servant Master Chu, do you know who this purple-robed man is? Mu Chunfeng suddenly sneered. HM. He was Gu Chen at the King Granting Conference, not too long ago. Mu Chunfeng explained. Gu Chen. Just you guys can get Gu Chen. Chu Chen had a look of disbelief on his face. Turning to him, he suddenly looked at Gu Hai, as Gu Chen addressed Gu Hai as his master. Wouldn't that mean that Gu Hai had obtained Gu Chen? Gu Hai was a zither Dao master. Ding 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 ding, ding 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 ding. With a wave of Gu Chen's probing hand, the void steeply resounded with the sound of the zither. Gu Hai didn't have a zither Dao meaning, but Gu Chen did, and it was a heaven-grade zither, with a thick meaning, and in an instant, the meaning of Liang was displayed. Vaguely, the crowd seemed to see a joyful woman, running between the fields with laughter. At this same time, within the thorn great formation, underneath a large sky-high tree, the tree had a tree hole, which was pitch black. At this time, several tree demons ran over and called out to the tree hole. Grandma, Grandma, there's the sound of a zither again. This time, such a strong zither Dao intent. Yeah, it's a zither Dao master. A pale voice came from the tree cave. A group of love flower tree demons quickly surrounded around. Thus, in front of the crowd of tree demons, a moody illusion was immediately displayed. An extremely joyful woman, laughing and running between the fields. The woman likes to recite poetry and read, and wants to go out to study. But the woman is not safe to go out alone, so the woman disguised as a man and went to the academy to study. And in the academy, she met an extremely studious scholar. The woman and the scholar at first sight, and the two of them are righteous, and they are bonded. And in the academy for 3 years, they read together during the day, and sleep on the same couch at night. And the woman's heart gradually fell in love with the scholar. But the scholar did not know that this brotherhood is a daughter of the body. He didn't know what he was thinking. Until an outing at the time of play, the woman repeatedly to the scholar hints. But the scholar mute, did not find, helpless, the woman told the scholar directly. The scholar then realized and received the woman's heart, the two of them to this love. However, but why was another rich family know? The rich family coveted the woman's beauty. Write home. Let the parents on behalf of the woman's home to propose marriage. The letter from the family urged the woman to go home. The woman had no choice but to leave the scholar for the time being. However, after returning home, the woman was locked up by her parents and was not allowed to go out. The woman could only write to the scholar. The scholar hurriedly went back to the woman's home to ask for marriage. However, the woman's parents did not want to accept the scholar and swept him out of the house. They only waited for the next day to marry the woman to a rich man. The scholar left with a broken heart, and the woman saw him off, and she was heartbroken to say goodbye. When the scholar returned home, he became sick with longing and fell ill. He writes a letter to the woman, but she is locked up in her home and cannot visit her. Soon after, the scholar vomited blood and died of depression. When the woman learnt of his death, she washed her face with tears every day. Her eyes were empty, and her heart was as good as grey. Soon after, the rich family sent someone to pick up the marriage, the sedan chair carrying the woman as if she were a walking corpse. This day, the marriage, the wind and rain, miserable wind, when the sedan chair passes the tomb of the scholar, the woman suddenly jumped out of the sedan chair. At this time, the scholar's grave suddenly cracked open. The woman defiantly jumped into the grave. If you can't be husband and wife in life, you have to be in the same hole in death. The grave slowly closed. After the storm, from the two graves, slowly fly out of the two butterflies. Butterflies form and shadow. In the field above the entanglement, in the free flight in the middle. Woo-hoo. Grandmother, my love flower bloomed more than 18. I'm so sad. Grandmother, my love flower has also bloomed over 20. So touching. Inside the thorn great formation, the love flower tree demons were the most sensitive to entwined love stories, and many of them were moved to head to grandmother's place. And outside of the thorn great formation, that tree demon that had been seriously injured by Chu Chen had recovered from his injuries strangely fast, and the love flower on his head had suddenly sprouted a dozen or so. Gu Hai, what is the name of this woman and scholar? Long Wanqing said with red eyes. The woman's name is Zhu Yingtai, the scholar's name is Liang Shambo, and that rich boy's name is Ma Wensai. It's a story I saw before. Gu Hai sighed slightly. Liang Shambo and Zhu Yingtai, why can't they be together? The deaths were so tragic. Long Wanqing complained about Gu Hai Dao with red eyes. Didn't they turn into butterflies together in the end? No one can stop them anymore. Gu Hai softly advised. Long Wanqing nodded with red eyes. Not far away, Chu Chen frowned slightly and stopped speaking. Chu Chen was not good at zither Dao, but, after all, he could feel the superiority of this song. All right, the gate isn't open. It's my turn, I'll sing a song. Gu Chen shouted excitedly at once. Gu Hai's face darkened and was about to speak. Rumble. With a loud bang, the Thorn Grand Formation rumbled and cracked open a gap in the midst of the trembling. "It's open! It's open!" Mu Feng instantly shouted in excitement. "Grandmother agreed to you guys going in." Tree Man looked at the huge crack in surprise. Gu Hai smiled faintly. Gu Chen, however, looked dejected. "I haven't sung my song yet." "Thanks for playing just now. You want to sing? Fine, turn around and sing for me." That tree man immediately looked at Gu Chen with a smile. Yeah. Gu Chen was instantly excited. Gu Hai and his party opened their mouths, wanting to stop, but it was all too late. "Master, he's taking the initiative to listen. Don't stop it." Gu Chen instantly looked at Gu Hai expectantly. Gu Hai was silent for a while and said, "When you sing, stay away from me. Don't be heard by me." Okay. Gu Chen was instantly excited. The tree man was puzzled. This Gu Chen is obviously a Qingdao master. What kind of expression do you guys have? What are you guys doing with that expression? Chu Chen frowned as he looked at the gap that opened in front of him. And after a moment of silence, he said, "The door is open. The poison on these subordinates of mine. Are you also unlocking it?" That tree person looked at Chu Chen, still with a wave of discomfort flashing through his eyes. "For the sake of that Liang song just now, carry it in. There's antidote herb juice inside." The tree man frowned. Chu Chen nodded. Long Wenqing's group stowed their flying boats, along with the tree man. They slowly headed inside the Thorn Formation. Rumble. After everyone entered, the Thorn Great Formation slowly closed up. At this same time, King Liu Yong had built a new city to watch over Divine, Foothill City called Foothill, Extermination City. In the exterminating Foothill City, within a large hall, while Breaking Jun waved his hand, it was the entire repertoire of Liang that was heard in the ears of King Liu Yong and the others. The song Liang ended, and in the Great Hall, there was a good silence for a while. But it was the people who slowly opened their eyes. "Liang not bad. It's a good piece of music," King Liu Yong praised. The broken army nodded and said that Gu Chen also discovered me and used a sound barrier to isolate the sound. However, when he played the tune just now, in order for the Love Flower grandmother to hear it, so he eliminated the sound barrier, and only then did I hear it again. And thanks to the fact that I'd been paying attention to the Love Flower Valley. Otherwise, I almost missed it. King Liu Yong nodded and looked at the others in the Great Hall. "You are also Zither Masters, and after so many days, you haven't created a decent tune. Look at them, they just flicked a song out of their hands and went in." "HMPH, King Liu Yong coldly said. "Your Majesty, we are incompetent." The Zither Masters bitterly worshipped. "A piece in your hand." The crowd of Zither Masters didn't believe it. How could such a lingering and gentle tune be made by hand? They entered the Love Flower Valley together. King Liu Yong said indifferently, "Yes, the Thorn's Grand Formation has a sound barrier. The internal sound can't be transmitted. I can't hear it." Broken Army said with a slight sigh. "Enough, they went in. That's enough already." King Liu Yong sneered. Gu Chen was obviously gained by that person called Gu Hai. "It should be the One Piece Hall Water Rudder Master," Broken Army solemnly said. "The news from Silver Moon City hasn't come yet. It means that Mr. Mo is coming back soon. By then, everything will be clear." Gu Hai, a Qingdao master who came out of nowhere. That name is so familiar. King Liu Yong frowned as he recalled it.